Hey, hey guys, sorry about the way I look, and the fact that I haven't uploaded until now. Um, my whole thing is that I was actually at a baby shower. Yay me. I was at a baby shower for a friend, and, things got a little hectic. I was supposed to be home at about, 3, and I didn't get home until like 5. So, it is now 7:34 p.m. Eastern Time. And I don't know what to say. Either way, I promised you guys a video, and I kind of haven't gotten much of a response from anybody. In fact, I haven't received any questions or anything, so I'm just gonna roll with what I'm planning to say. Now, I know this is kind of controversial. I know a lot of people are Christian. I, for one, am not. I am pagan. But, I went to church this morning because of the baby shower that I was going to. I sat through a sermon. And the priest started talking about, how certain other religions, like paganism, are bad and how they're evil. And I'm just like, how are pagans evil? Now, I must have thought this over for a good 15 minutes while I was sitting through his sermon. The sermon was over an hour and a half long. So here I am. Of course, it's 10:30 in the morning at this point. I've been up since 8 a.m. and I didn't go to bed until like 2:30 or so this morning. So I'm kind of overtired. I've got a bit of a headache, and I'm sitting in church, and this guy is going on and on about how people of different religions are different and how they're not good people. I'm going to put it this way. The only good person is someone who doesn't hold themselves accountable for their actions and blames others for things that they did. I mean, witches aren't bad people. Like, pagans aren't bad people either. We worship nature. We really do. We worship nature. It's not just the old gods. It's about more than that. It's about spirituality. But that's a different story. Anyway, I was going to go into a really funny joke. So I'm sitting there, and it was like really awkward because I was sitting with my fiance's aunt. Love her to bits, though. And we're both sitting there like this. This is awkward. I looked at his aunt, and in a deadpan voice, I was like, this is really awkward. She looks over at me, and she goes, I know, isn't it? So, we're sitting through the sermon. I'm in between her and her husband. So I'm like, I feel really uncomfortable. Why do you have me between you and Jeff? But either way, that's a whole different thing. So they start, because I haven't been to church in about 14 years voluntarily. So they're going, oh, communion. I was like, what the hell is a communion? What are they doing? What is this weirdness that they are doing? And I'm not trying to be, like, religiously mean or anything. I just completely did not know what was going on. So I turned and I looked at, she's gonna be my aunt here. I looked at my Aunt Shelley and I was like, what are they doing? Because they started coming around with these little trays of crackers. And I was like, crackers? What? They were handing them out around the room, and I was like, what the hell are they doing? She explained to me that they were doing communion, and I was like, isn't that a Catholic thing? And she's like, no, they do it at Baptist churches too. Now me, as a little insight into my past, I was actually raised a Methodist and baptized a Methodist. before I converted over to paganism when I turned like 13 or 14. So I'm trying to understand what they're doing, and I'm sitting there like this. I'm watching them, and they're all like praying after they eat it. I got my eyes open because I was like trying to figure out what they were doing. So they finished that whole prayer, and they bring these trays. They were like made of like a copper brass material, and they had these little shot glasses full of wine, and they were bringing them around the room, and they're like, "This is the blood of Christ." And of course, I didn't take a cracker or the wine, and I was just like, "What the heck?" As I'm watching them, I'm trying to figure out what they're doing. I'm trying to understand it, and I'm just thinking, I don't understand these people. They had a prayer that was over 15 minutes long afterward. And I understand that it's good to pray for people in your community. Regardless of what religion you are, there's always some kind of prayer. But when you stand there for 15 minutes, there is a slight problem. Because some people were sitting in the pews behind me, going like this. Sorry. And I just remember looking at them like, I don't belong here. And they turned their eyes right on me when they said the nasty things, they weren't really nasty. They were non-understanding words about other religions. And I just they looked straight at me, and of course I'm wearing my ankh underneath my shirt during that point. I was all dressed up nice and pretty when I left, and I had my makeup on and everything. But after that, I helped set up for the baby shower, and when the guests of honor arrived, we hollered surprise, and I'm standing next to Shelly, and I'm like, she goes, that was awkward. I was like, that was awkward. And she goes, not as awkward as that sermon. And of course, she was recording at the time, and here's me, I'm laughing my ass off. And I'm just like, it's okay for it to feel awkward considering she came from like a Catholic church beforehand. So I completely understood. I was like, I understand what it's like to be in a setting where everything is really awkward and you just don't know what you're doing. If you've ever had an instance like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and put your situations in the comments below, and we can all have a good laugh about awkward situations and how to handle them. Because I did not handle mine very well today, and I would feel much better knowing that someone else has been there with me. But either way, welcome to the Insane Asylum. I am your host. I wish I had my straitjacket, but I don't have one. And hopefully you come back next time. Anyways, bye-bye. Oh, wait. My next upload will be hopefully before Wednesday, or on Wednesday. So either way, have a good one, whatever it is, and I will see you later.